And then now to Krafton.
Yes.
Krafton also was a successful gaming company, but in a way, brand new start on the creator program, KCN.
Yeah.
What was attractive to you? Why this change?
One of the most interesting moments was thinking about what other game companies, whether a publisher or developer, had successful creator programs. And there weren't too many examples. But there's a real challenge in making sure that all of the moving parts of a publisher and a developer and the ways that games are produced can align with creators if there's intentionality behind how that program is designed, how the business is modeled, and the way that the strategy is executed. So I thought about it for a long time, and I realized maybe there's a chance to approach it from this perspective of, can we value the creator and design a program that brings them in as a partner?
If I could actually say that in different way, usually the creator involvement in the gaming studio perspective is paid creator. Right?
Yes.
As we all talk about it.
Yes.
You find, whoever creator who has a lot of followers in the particular genre of your game.
Yeah.
And then you go out and talk to them saying, hey, I'll pay you a certain amount of money and why don't you get the content?
Right.
But as you said before, in the early days of Twitch and whatnot, that paid content economy didn't really work.
It didn't.
What is so special about KCN that you think that will be able to make that transition successful?
I think there are two main points that actually highlight why KCN is so valuable to these creators. The first is the scale at which we do have automation allows many more creators to join. There isn't really a limit to the number of creators that we can support, but there's also a direct performance relationship between KCN doesn't have to pay if the creator isn't successful. And so the reality is the incentive is aligned for this creator to do more content, innovative content, to find what's special to them about it. And so the point is these creators can come in and make content at their own pace, whether they are on Twitch or YouTube, they're on TikTok or Instagram Reels or wherever they might be. The point is we're not going to tell you how to make content. We actually say we would just want to give you the tools and let you make sure that we're right there with you on the journey.
Okay.
Before we go any further, I just wanted to quickly let you guys know, if you go into the game options and you go over to gameplay and then you scroll all the way down to the creator code and hit enter creator code, you can use my code Fantasia, spelled exactly the way it is here. It is currently working. I tried it out. This is completely optional, but it does help support me in the channel, and you do also get a free shirt in game. So if you do decide to use my code, I just want to say thank you so much.
Now, we opened the KCN about a couple months ago at the time of Enjoy launch.
Yes.
Any success stories?
There
so far?
are quite a few success stories. I think that some of my favorite are we've been able to pay out revenue on this commission share to these creators. But one of the most insightful moments was when we realized some of these creators were making more money from KCN than they were making from their platform of choice. So the revenue that they made from KCN in 1 month was bigger than the revenue they had made from their Twitch or their YouTube channel. The second success was where these creators were coming from that we assumed was going to be the Enjoy target markets. There were actually creators from Thailand and from Poland who had performed extremely well, at a sort of an outlier position. And we realized it was because those creators were incentivized again by creating content in those countries. There's usually less of an ad revenue share or less of a monetization, whereas KCN offers a really good incentive towards creating content. And then the third is this core focus of micro and mid-sized creators. I think it's really easy to assume a marketing campaign that involves creators should focus on the biggest creators that you can see. But what we have found so far, and will continue to find in each month that we review the data, is that actually smaller creators perform better. There's many different hypotheses as to why that is true, but the one thing that is apparent is that a smaller creator can talk more authentically to their audience about the benefits of the game. And so when we have these communities that can localize the content, regionalize the language, make sure that they're speaking to their audience, they just seem to be better ambassadors for the game than just relying on paid campaigns.